Morning everybody. Now we are discuss about the chapter 1 of geography. Class 10. The topic is resource and development. First thing here, what is resource? Resource को हिंदी में संसाधन कहते हैं. करें everything available in our environment which can be used to satisfy our needs, provided it is the technically accessible, economically feasible and culturally acceptable can be termed a resource. इसका मतलब रिसोर्स में संसाधन संसाधन वो तत्व होते हैं जिसका कि हम उपयोग करते हैं और उससे अपनी संतुष्टि करते हैं, अपनी आवश्यकताओं की पूर्ति करते हैं, चाहे वो जो भी चीज़ हो. अगर हम उसका यूज करेंगे और उससे अपना जो है आवश्यकताओं को पूर्ति करेंगे उसको हम रिसोर्स करेंगे. रिसोर्स गिफ्ट ऑफ नेचर डिफरेंट है. गिफ्ट ऑफ नेचर इज प्रोवाइडेड बाय द नेचर as a gift for our development, but resource is important when we use the gift of nature through the technology and our needs fulfill the support of the gift of nature, it turn as resource. Types of resource अमूमन 3 प्रकार के होते हैं maximum. Natural resource, number 2 human resource, number 3 human resource. Natural resource, air, water, soil, etc. Natural resource. Human resource, you know, human beings. And the human being resource means refrigerator, telephone, etc. Now, we say that in resource, 3 things is very important. Number 1, the object or elements which we use. Number 2, technology by which we process the resource to satisfy our needs. And number 3, इट इज द टेक्नोलॉजी. ये 3 चीज़ें जो है रिसोर्स के लिए बहुत जरूरी है. नाउ वी ट्रांसफॉर्म दिस प्रोसेस थ्रू द इंटरेक्शन रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन द नेचर, टेक्नोलॉजी एंड ह्यूमन नीड्स. नाउ वी our next point, this is about the classification of resources. Number 1, basis of origin. According to the origin, resources are 2 types: biotic resource and abiotic resource. Biotic resource that contain life. Example: plants, animal, and the fishes, etc. And abiotic resource that are non-living. It is known as the abiotic resource, such as the air, water, soil, etc. Now the second point in here, the basis of accessibility. According to accessibility, resources are 2 types. Number 1, renewable resources. Second, non-renewable resources. Renewable resources are those resources which not finished in the future. They continue reproduced by the natural and the biological processes. It is known as the renewable resources, such as air, water, vegetations, etc. are belong to this category. And now, second, non-renewable resources. Non-renewable resources are those resources which quantity and quality are fixed. If we overutilize them in the future, it becomes ended. Generally, the minerals are non-renewable resources, but some minerals are recycled. कुछ मिनरल्स होते हैं हम उसका रिसाइकल कर सकते हैं, जैसे कि मेटल्स को हम रिसाइकल कर सकते हैं, लेकिन सम मिनरल्स कैन नॉट बी रिसाइकल. कुछ लोग का मिनरल्स का हम लोग रिसाइकल नहीं कर सकते, जैसे कि पेट्रोकेमिकल्स. इफ वी ओवर यूटिलाइज देम इन द फ्यूचर इट बिकम्स इंडेड. नाउ आवर नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इज basis of ownership. According to ownership, resources are in 4 types. Number 1, individual resources. Individual resources means particular private property, just like our home, our land, etc., our vehicles. So in here, these resources are owned and managed by the particular person. It is known as the our individual resources, just like our farmland, our house, etc. Community resources that are owned and managed by the all the members of the community, such as park, grazing lands. Number third, pasture, etc. It is owned and managed by the not particular one people, by the all the villagers, by the all the people that belong to the particular community. It is known as the community resources. National resources that are in simple word, all the resources belong to the nation. All the resources belong to the nation. जितने भी संसाधन हैं वो देश के होते हैं. We only manage them. हम उनको केवल मैनेज करते हैं. You know, forest, mountains, roads, and the government institutions. Generally, they are also belong to the nation. And in the coastal line areas, distance to our coastal areas to the 20 nautical miles. That resources which are found in this region, it is known as the national resources. नेशनल रिसोर्सेज वो है जो हमारे समुद्री तट से 20 नॉटिकल माइल्स के बीच में जितने भी संसाधन होंगे वो राष्ट्रीय रिसोर्स कराएंगे या नेशनल रिसोर्स कराएंगे. और हर संसाधन इन द हैंड ऑफ द नेम ऑफ द नेशन. जितने भी संसाधन हैं देश के अंदर वो सभी नेशनल रिसोर्स है. वी हम लोग ओनली मैनेज देम, वी ऑब्जर्व देम. गवर्नमेंट टेक्स एनी रिसोर्सेज according to their needs with the constructive work. Now, international resources. You know, international resources, the resources which beyond the 200 nautical miles in the coastal areas, these are known as the international resources. And the exclusive economic zone declare these resources and manage these resources in the specific welfare program for the particular areas. You see that beyond up to 100 nautical miles, समुद्री तट में जो 200 nautical miles से अधिक के जो इलाकों में जो रिसोर्सेज पाएगा वो जो है इंटरनेशनल रिसोर्स कहलाएगा. एंड यू नो these resources are very beneficial for the humankind of the global level. Now, our next classification is basis of the status of development. Number one, potential resources. Potential resources means somehow it's संसाधन. Of course, we guess that in our country resources are available, but their quantity and quality is not sure. So, of course, resources are available, but their quantity and quality are not sure. It is known as the potential resources. You just like in the previous time, the sun rays are available every year, but we cannot use the sun rays in a proper way. But not today, we use the solar panel for the produce the solar energy. You see that we utilize that resources as energy. So sometimes it is the actual resource. Before the sun rays were available in the past in the several thousands years, but that is not in a proper way of the resource. In second example, just like South Africa. In South Africa, 60% gold and diamond exist, but South Africa is a poor country. Why? Of course, there are the resources, gold and diamond exist, but they are not capable to utilize their resources. So it is the potential resources. Second, actual resources. Actual resources means those resources which their quality and quantity are clear. Their quantity and quality are relatively clear, and we utilize in a proper level for our development. It is the actual resources. It also known as developed resources. इसको हम लोग developed resources भी कहते हैं. Number third, stocks, current materials in the environment which have the potential to satisfy human needs, but human beings do not have the appropriate technology. Of these are including among the stocks. Here it is the as similar as the potential. Here the stocks are exist of resources, but the human are incapable to utilize their resources. Just example, you see that everyone know that water is produced by the hydrogen and oxygen. पानी हाइड्रोजन और ऑक्सीजन से बनता है, लेकिन हमारे पास वी हैव नो एनी टेक्नोलॉजी टू प्रोड्यूस द वाटर इन द लैब. ऑफ कोर्स सम वाटर प्रोड्यूस इन द लैब, बट देयर कॉस्ट इज वेरी हाई. लैब में पानी बना तो सकते हैं, लेकिन वो टेक्नोलॉजी अभी है नहीं हम लोग के पास. किन्हीं देशों में होगी भी तो वहाँ पे इसका जो कॉस्ट होती है वो बहुत ज़्यादा होती है. Now next topic is reserve. You know, reserve are the subset of stocks which can put the use of the help of the existing technical know-how. Their use of not being started. These can be used for the meeting for the requirements. You know, rivers water can be used for generating the hydroelectric power, but presently it is being utilized only to the limited extent. Thus, the water is the dams, forest etc. is the reserve which can be used in the future. You know, reserve means these resources are the not present use actually, but their stocks are there. These are मतलब जो है stocks may be used for the future reserves. You know, preserve for future. You see that the river, a lot of rivers flow in the every part of the India, and their water also produced for the generating hydroelectricity. And you see that the water, the forest, the minerals, you know, it is exist in the our earth crust or inside our earth. It is the use for future generation in the further year. Now our next topic is development of resource. Development of resource is very important because you see in the recent year human overutilize the resources, so the balance between the nature is disturbed. इंसान ने संसाधनों के इस्तेमाल में इतने ज़्यादा ओवर यूज़ किया, इतना ज़्यादा उसका मिस यूज किया कि जिससे आप कह सकते हो कि जो नेचर मीन्स प्रकृति, जो प्रकृति का बैलेंस था वो डिस्टर्ब हुआ. इससे कहीं ना कहीं इसके बैड इफेक्ट कहीं ना कहीं इसकी खामियां आने लगी, इसका कहीं बुरा असर पड़ने लगा. देखिए फर्स्ट पॉइंट हियर, we overutilize our resources to fulfill our requirements in huge amount. Second here, we do not adopt the scientific way for utilizing our resources. So you see that the global warming, the hole in ozone layer, it's create the major problem for the humankind. You say some plateau areas and hilly areas, the destruction of forest, पेड़ों की कटाई at a huge amount, it create the landslides, collapse the upper surface on the ground. It you say our the greenery, our forest resources become decline in the recent year. You say a lot of problems may be developed through the our imbalance resource development. हमने जो अपने विकास के लिए जो अनसाइंटिफिक या आप कह सकते हो कि इनबैलेंस डेवलपमेंट किया, उसके कितने बुरे असर पड़ते हैं, इसको यहाँ पे ये दर्शाया गया है. इस टॉपिक का लास्ट पॉइंट हम दे रहे हैं, रिसोर्स प्लानिंग इन इंडिया. You know that everyone know that resource is the key feature of development. सभी लोग जानते हैं कि रिसोर्स जो है वो इकोनॉमिकल डेवलपमेंट, सोशल डेवलपमेंट का एक आधार स्तंभ है. तो यू सी दैट रिसोर्स प्लानिंग कॉम्प्लेक्स प्रोसेस विच इन्वॉल्व द सब फर्स्ट पॉइंट, we identify the resources and their quality and quantity. Second point here, evolving the planning structure to you also take resources from the our earth. Number third point here, matching social development plans for the national and development at the national level. Number third point here, first we identify the resources. Which type of resources exist, what are their quality and quantity, and number third here, number second, how we utilize their resources, how we extracted their resources, and number third here, what are the proper balance between the resources and our development. It is the first point, you see that here. And in the last 5 or 6 decades, government also established a lot of policy for the resource development. As you know that the forests that are found in the hilly and mountain areas that are rich, plateau region that are rich in minerals. You see that coastal areas are rich in the marine resources. Next, you see that the Rajasthan and the Ladakh regions are rich in the solar resources. So, it's government responsibility and government's policy how to we use that resources in a proper way and how we take the balance between the that resources to the human development. जैसे आप देखते होंगे राजस्थान है, आपका लद्दाख रीजन है, वहाँ पे सोलर रेंज बहुत ज़्यादा पाई जाती है. क्यों ना हम उस सोलर एनर्जी को एनर्जी प्रोड्यूस करने में इस्तेमाल करें. एक तरीके ये हो गया. जैसे आपने देखा कि प्लेटू रीजन है, प्लेटू रीजन में आपने देखा होगा मिनरल्स पाए जाते हैं, पेट्रोकेमिकल्स पाए जाते हैं. तो क्यों ना हम लोग उस पेट्रोकेमिकल्स का इस्तेमाल जो है डेवलपमेंट के लिए करें और सेटिस्फाइड और नीड्स के लिए करें. से यू सी डेट द प्लेन एरियाज, द इंडस गंगा रीजन, यू सी डेट दीज रीजन आर रिच इन द एग्रीकल्चर. आपने देखा कि ये रीजन जो है कृषि के लिए प्रॉस्परस है. सो गवर्नमेंट फोकस ऑन दिस सेक्टर. यू सी डेट इन द एवरी सेक्टर फॉर द production of crop to the industrial growth and development, government is very serious and makes a plan for the resource development in a systematic and scientific way. Last topic इसी में आ रहा है conservation of resources. Resources conservation are very important. If the resources will be finished in the future, our development also affected. First point. Second point, of course we search the new alternate resources for our development, but you see that the resources that are non-renewable, it creates a big problem. If we overutilize them, our nature also become imbalance. Second, if our nature disturbed, humankind also disturbed. So it is our moral duty to be save our resources for the future plan and you should okay.